All right, we're gonna go for a drive and we're gonna talk about life and also probably ramble on about a lot of stupid shit because that's what I do. But I'm feeling cooped up. I'm feeling like I'm going crazy. So I thought, fuck it. I'm just gonna go for a drive and talk to myself for half an hour, for an hour. I have no idea how long I'm gonna be out. I don't know where I'm going. I don't have a destination. I have nothing in mind other than just whatever expression the fuck this is. I thought I'd start here because this is quite a pretty location. You can't tell from the fucking camera, but you get a whole view of the city here. It's really pretty at night. It's a place you can go to and just chill. Just think about life. Apologies ahead of time for the audio quality because the audio is going to be coming straight, just raw from my phone, and my phone is way over there. Oh, you can't see me for shit right now. Apologies for the video and the audio quality because this is going to be some amateur shit. This is amateur hour right now, so it's going to be maybe a little tough to hear me. I'm also getting sick, and it's also dark as hell because it's nighttime. So you're welcome for the watching experience, for the listening experience. But honestly, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna try and let go of the idea that I'm talking to anybody online right now and just talk about whatever I need to talk about, because there's been a lot on my mind recently, and it's probably led to the cooped up feeling of sitting at home on the couch all day, being productive, I'll be honest, but simultaneously doing fuck all nothing, and the thoughts pile on, and the lack of fresh air piles on, and I wind up here. So I'm trying not to get too in my head about the things that I start and how they end up being disappointments to myself. And I don't really know if there's a consistent timeline, but it feels like every time I start something, it starts off great and it just withers out, withers away, and just dies a pathetic death. And it leads to me feeling disappointed and ashamed and embarrassed that I initially believed in whatever so much, just for it to lead to nothing. And I think being that hard on myself ultimately just makes it harder for me to commit to the next thing every time, because I have this now instilled fear in myself of, well, do I really want to try this if my ratio of success is so low? And I guess that's just another example of me being way too fucking hard on myself, because I don't know why I have to be so insanely critical of myself every waking moment. But I am. And recently my biggest problem has been I just can't, for the fucking life of me, get myself to believe in myself. And I can't find it in me to believe in the things that I'm doing. And honestly, I've sat with that thought for a while now, and I've come to the realization that a lot of it is, I really hate using this word because it feels invalid, but a lot of it feels like trauma from experiences I have of believing in something down to my core just for it to fall short of what I was expecting. And so many times that's outside of my control. But at the same time, so many of those instances are at my own hand. And it makes it very, very, very scary to have hope, to believe, because having so many experiences and so many just heartbreaking and horribly destructive experiences of believing in something and having hope just for it to crumble and fall apart, it makes me not want to do that shit anymore. And it makes me not want to fucking try the things that I know I want to try. It makes me not want to believe in myself and the achievements that I seek, because I'm too scared of giving it my all and then watching as I fail. Because I feel like I'm at the point where I've seen so much of that, and I've gone through so much of that I don't know how I would handle another instance where I put my heart and soul into something and it fails. And I guess it's ironic because I've had this project in mind for 7 years now, and the root of this project, one of the roots of this project comes from a video where a quote from that video is, I could live with failure. I could legitimately live with failure, because knowing that I gave it my all, if I fail, it's not really my fault. Like, there's nothing I could do. It just didn't work. And I could never ever live with any semblance of a what if. But here I remain, scared to fail, scared to even believe. So I'm trying to think about everything that could actually go wrong if I do something as simple as just believe in myself. Because what is that really going to do? What am I directly so afraid of when it comes to just believing in myself? Like, if I believe in myself and whatever I'm trying doesn't work out, was it really so bad that I just tried and that I just believed in my ability to do it and it didn't work out? Because then it just goes back to that quote of I could live with failure, because if I at least gave it my best and it didn't work out, at least I know I tried and I gave it my all, and it wasn't my fault if it didn't work out. It just didn't work out. I guess I just think of that, and I can't think of a reason that I would try something and fail and it wouldn't be my fault. Because I feel like no matter the circumstances or the specifics, I find it so easy to just blame myself and to take responsibility myself, even if I'm not the one responsible for things that are happening. And so to think of the various goals that I have in mind, I can't imagine them failing due to any other reason than my own fault. And I guess that just puts all the pressure on me and makes it all the more scary for me to commit. But fucking, I don't know why it's so hard for me to believe in myself. And today, as I talk about feeling cooped up, I was actually productive when I was sitting on the couch like a fucking potato. I was actually doing really productive shit, really exciting shit, and really meaningful shit at the same time. I was doing a lot. And even though I saw the work, and even though I know those things, I still can't get myself to climb over that hill of being unable to believe. Even though I have evidence right in front of my fucking face of what I did today being good and successful in a number of ways, I can't get myself to believe that anything I do is ever gonna amount to something that means anything, and I don't even know why I feel that way. Because for years I've been trying to combat that feeling. Because for almost a decade I didn't want to be alive. And the day that everything changed and my mind changed about that, I've been trying my absolute hardest, with successes, with failures, to display, to advocate, to show the other side of that coin. Because when you live that long feeling that way, and then it changes, I feel like you just want to take it all back, but you can't. So the next best thing is to, I guess, what I've been trying to do is to replace that darkness with as much possible light as I can. And like I said, I've had successes and I've had failures. And it still feels like all I can concentrate on are the failures. But I know I've done good, and I know that I've worked so fucking hard in so many ways. So it's just confusing that it's coming out now that I find myself saying things like I don't feel like I'll ever arrive to the feeling of feeling like everything was worth it, that everything was worthwhile. I don't know why I feel that way, because I know that's not true. And I guess I'm just realizing, despite thinking about it and despite the thought festering away at my mind for weeks now, it's really beginning to hit me how heavily ingrained it is into my mind that I'm not gonna amount to anything, and that I'm just gonna have to live with the cards that I've been dealt, which is true, but it feels way too pessimistic, and it feels like I'm just being way too much of a fucking doomer. You ever make eye contact with a stranger and it feels like you both can just feel the feeling of Sonder? Like, in that moment, you're both realizing that each of you has equally intricate and complicated lives, and that that person you're making eye contact with is just going to be a glimpse but at the same time, you are also just a glimpse in their life. And that every car around you, every window you see, there's a person like that. And you can get that feeling from every car and every window. It's interesting. And I guess it's probably relevant too, because I'm sure every person around me that I'm not talking to and not even looking at, all the thousands of people around me are trying to figure out their own mess of their life. Maybe they're looking forward to something. Maybe they're really disappointed about something. Maybe they're really excited. Maybe they're really happy. Maybe they're really sad. Maybe they're drunk. Maybe they're oblivious. Maybe they're just thinking about the next basketball game. But I think regardless, at some point, all of these thousands of people around me right now have definitely been in a similar point and in a similar place to where I am. Just trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Because, God, I've fucking heard it said a million times in a million different ways that we're all just trying to figure out what the hell we're doing, because nobody knows. And I honestly think that hearing that said so many times makes it so much more frustrating to feel, because it's like, okay, everybody feels this, everybody knows this, but I can't say it because everybody's already fucking heard it. It's already been said. It's already been shoved down my throat. And I don't know. It's another thing I guess I've been trying to push in my content that I make, in whatever form it's in. I try to push for people to just talk and to express themselves in whatever way they do, because I've come to see how incredibly important and essential it is to at least trying to be healthy and sustainable. So I guess it's a little ironic that I say that, but I guess that's a common theme tonight, is unearthing and digging up a lot of things that I thought I didn't think. I wonder what else is hiding in the corners of my fucking skull right now. It feels like I try to be so aware of what's going on in my mind. Feels like every second that I'm not distracted or focused on something, I'm just being ridiculously critical of what makes me up and what's making up my emotions and my feelings at any moment. But I don't know how often I really, I guess, bring it into the physical world like this by speaking. And I've been going to therapy, and that's been great, and I'm sure that's been helping, but there's also something different to the cold water videos that I've been putting out, where I just talk to myself and I find out what's hiding back there, because it's the first thing that I touch, and then just bring it out. And it definitely is a different experience than therapy. Therapy feels a lot more intentional, which I think is the point. So it's been interesting being over 40 days in of setting up a phone and then just fucking talking to it. Because I think it really forces me into a corner of okay, what's really back there? Like, what can I just randomly grab and bring out right now because I can't think of anything else? And I guess a lot of what I'm finding are things that make me uncomfortable, and I think that's really important. And again, it's another thing that I feel has been stated 1,000 ways, 1,000 times. It's really important to talk, man. You gotta vent, you gotta get stuff out of your head. I think we all know that, but how many of us actually do it to the extent that we should? And like right now, there's a person right next to me in their car. And they're playing a song, and they're singing along to it, and they have no idea that I exist and that I'm aware of them. But I'm sure whatever song they're singing has memories tied to it, and they clearly know the lyrics, so it's a song that means something to them, unless it's just a random fucking annoying pop song. But I have those songs. Everybody has those songs that's tied to something. And now there they go. And they're turning right, and they're gone forever. That's the only time I will ever see them in my entire life. And my only interaction was watching them through a window sing 8 words to a song, and that's the only piece of their life I will ever know. And they won't even know mine. But their life has been longer because they look like they're older than me. So they've had more experiences of sadness and happiness than I have. And there's 8 billion fucking people that I'm describing right now, not just that guy in that car. And it just, I don't know, I feel like I just can't help but be existential. And it's something it's another one of many things that I ingrained in myself throughout high school. A lot of existential shit. Oh shit, I almost went backwards down a one-way. That would have been fucking awesome. Oh, alright, we're stuck. Like right now, not only am I thinking about, dude, what the fuck do you want me to do, dog? There's a fucking car in front of me, bro. Gotta love it. Love living in a city like that. Wonder if anybody's still watching, and I'm not expecting many. How many of you deal with that on a daily-ish basis of just annoying drivers? Oh, it is a Friday night downtown. That is also my fault. Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, I thought I knew that person. That was crazy. Yeah, this is cool though. This is what I wanted. I wanted to like, I don't know, this is like, I guess stimulation in a way, but it's also just complete, I mean, not complete. It's a certain kind of isolation of just like, it's just me decompressing. Clearly, I've just been rambling on for 25 minutes now. But this is what I wanted. Like, I was at home. Like I said, I was productive, but I also wasn't. And I don't know. Like, shit's on my mind. I want to get out. And honestly, that's something I forget sometimes, is my insane privilege of I can just go out. And that's something I guess I don't really want to start getting a ramble going on about, is fucking really depressing and heartbreaking world issues. But I don't know, like, I have a car and I live at home, and sometimes I feel cooped up and I'm just like, this sucks. And then I don't go anywhere. Like, why am I doing that? I have a car. I can go fucking anywhere. And even if I didn't, I could just put my shoes on and, oh my god, don't get T-boned. Holy shit. I can at least go for a walk, but like, fuck. We're so caught up in just, I don't know, shit, that we just stare at our phones or stare at our TVs, or I don't know, sit on the couch or lay in bed, and we forget that we like have free will to just go out and walk or drive if you have a car, which is another fucking privilege I have. I never thought that I would get a car, and I will never forget the memory of getting the keys to this and sitting in here and going, holy shit, I did it. But yeah, I've many fucking privileges, and it's crazy how I only think about that kind of shit when I put myself in scenarios where I feel disconnected from the shit that I was fucking jacked into. Like I was, I don't know, fucking another annoying reference. I was pulled out of the Matrix, you know? But I don't know. I think bringing up free will is funny. Wait, oh god damn it! Of course it turns green, motherfucker. Okay, like watch. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy. Holy shit! I just went in a circle too. What the hell? Where am I going? Where the fuck? I don't want to keep going in the same circle. Okay, give me a minute, and then I'm just gonna, when I get to the next red light, I'm just gonna get out and like do a spin and then get back in, because I have free will. And I've been seeing a bunch of free will memes of people just fucking like drenching their car in milk and shit like that, and it's like, holy fuck, like we can really just do that. Whoa, what the hell? I swear I just went in a circle, but I didn't. I don't know where I am. I've lived in this city my whole life, and I somehow still find myself confused on these streets. Okay. Yeah, where the fuck am I? Oh shit, I think I'm getting onto the highway. Alright. Yeah. I mean, I said I had no destination in mind, so fuck it, right? I'm gonna go this way. Oh, Lord. Oh, shit. Where the fuck does this go? What the hell? Alright, watch this, watch. Like, you can just do that. Isn't that fucking, like, I could just get out and stomp my windshield in with my fucking shoe. And then I'd be so fucked. But I could just do that. Like, nothing is actually stopping me other than knowing that that's not very good. But free will jokes have been entertaining. Oh wow, there's a cop right there too. I wonder if he thinks I'm like fucking high on meth or something. Oh shit, and I'm in park. Oh my god. Oh my god. And the person behind me didn't get through the light. I'm so sorry. Oh. Oh no, they sent it. Fuck yeah. What the fuck street am I on? What the hell? Alright. Wow, okay, yeah, I miss this. I used to go for drives. I don't know if I said that already, but I miss this. Damn. This feels depressingly close to that scene in WALL-E where WALL-E like fucking smashes that guy's like seat computer or whatever the fuck, and then he looks up and he's like, whoa, look where I am. Like, how, what the fuck, is this where I came from? Where the fuck? Wow, this is crazy. Oh, now I'm definitely getting on the highway. All right. Yeah, this is cool. But yeah, like, I have access to these roads every fucking day, but I choose to sit at home when I feel like frustrated and stuck. I choose to just sit at home. And like, granted, it does require gas money and shit like that, so it's not just like free, but like, wow, I don't know why I don't do this more. There's so many things that I want to do more of, and I wonder how many things I forgot to be aware of. And wow, you can't see shit. Alright, I'm gonna turn on the light. How do I look? Gorgeous. I've tried filming this video a couple times now. I think I said that at the start. I don't know. But one of the things that I said in one of my first videos on this channel, it was one of my first cold water videos, I said, I'm tired of having just ideas. I'm tired of my ideas staying ideas. I'm tired of just everything I have in my mind just staying there. And I guess that's what's led me down the road of becoming aware of how uncomfortable it is for me to believe in myself, because I can't simultaneously want to just start trying whatever the fuck I think about and also be afraid to try anything I think about. So I'm kind of just funneled to this breaking point of something. One of those two things has to give. Either I gotta believe in myself to some extent and just try shit, or I don't try shit and I stay scared of trying shit. So I think, I don't know, something like driving and just filming yourself talk for half an hour isn't necessarily all that daring, but it is something I've just been thinking about, and I had the time to do it, and it's been a good experience, and it feels better having talked about shit that's on my mind, and it's definitely been therapeutic in some way. So like, why not just try shit like this? And like, I get to drive downtown and be honked at and like look at other drivers next to me and think about their life and talk about existentialist shit and talk about how I'm like sad, but I'm trying to like beat the sad. And then I realize that I have free will, and I realize that like I'm alive. That's another one of my favorite videos or types of video. When I am doom scrolling, it feels like it wakes me up, because I just see a video and it's like when you're minding your own business and then you realize you're alive, and it's just like, oh shit, you know? That's how it feels. going on this drive right now, it feels like I forgot that this feeling existed of I guess this is like release or relief, something. That guy doesn't give a shit. Man, there's so many people that have ran red lights tonight. Yeah. I think it's interesting thinking about feelings that I forget exist, because I just became aware of feelings that I intentionally seek to remember, or that I seek to not forget. And for some reason, one of the strongest feelings that I mean, maybe not chase, but excuse me. One of the strongest feelings that I get, that for some reason I never seek to let go of, is just a longing for I don't even know what. It's not really for a person or for a place or for a thing. I get this feeling and I'm just like longing. And it's such an intimate feeling, and it's such a powerful feeling. And I guess maybe it makes me feel human, even though it's kind of sad, because like I crave, I feel like I'm missing something, like a piece of something, and it's kind of a sad feeling, I guess, but it also just makes me feel so alive because it's so strong. And honestly, going for this drive, it's almost like it scratches that itch, kind of, but not really. Maybe this longing is just a longing for, I don't know, it could be the past, when I didn't have a full-time job that felt like it was eating away at my life force, or before I had to pay bills, or had all of these adult responsibilities. Maybe it's a longing for the past when I was younger and more free. But I don't know, it's just something I just don't want to shake, even though it feels like a part of me should shake this feeling. Like it makes me reminisce, it makes me nostalgic. I don't know, there's definitely a certain magical feeling about life that I feel like I'm just constantly chasing. And for some reason, a part of me feels guilty because I'm like chasing that magic. There's a cop car, so hold on. Back into the darkness. I feel like they saw me do that. At least I'm not getting pulled over. That guy definitely will. What the hell? Alright, yeah, no, I'm chilling, right? He just sped by me like 20 over, so there's no way I'm getting pulled over. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Anyways, there's a certain magic that I feel like I'm chasing. And maybe it's that longing for that certain feeling that just makes me feel so alive, but I feel guilty for chasing it because then it feels like I'm taking for granted all the things that I need to be grateful for. Like, am I not alive enough? Do I not have enough? Why do I long for more? Whoa, can I go this way? Fuck yeah. Exploring the city I've lived in for 20 years. Yeah. And I feel guilty because right now I'm in a relationship and it feels wrong to feel like alone, I guess. And it's not that I feel alone, but I just like, I don't know what this longing is. And like I said, it's like a general longing feeling. Like, it's not really for a specific someone or for a specific something. I just like, I long for something. And I guess inherently that feels like a missing piece, like I was saying. And it feels like because there's something missing, I feel lonely or whatever. But it feels wrong to the person that I'm in a relationship with, and also to all my friends and my family, like, to feel like I'm alone in any sense. I guess that's also not uncommon, unfortunately. The feeling of loneliness, even when you have company, when you have people who love you. I think just the human experience is tough. Whoa. Man, that I almost got in a head-on collision. That would have been a fucking wild last sentence of my life. Fuck. And there is something about, like, driving around in a city like this and just looking up and seeing lights and seeing people and, like, being around busyness, and it just, like, feels, I don't know, like that, like a piece of that longingness, a piece of that longing is being filled, and a piece of that loneliness is being comforted by the busyness of, I don't know, downtown. And, like, maybe I want to be a part of it, but I also don't, because I'm so socially anxious. But then at the same time, I'll film me rambling on about bullshit for 45 minutes and then post it. But there is also a degree of separation, so I don't know. And, like, I want to be out there, and I want to like meet people. And I see all these people, and I talk about just seeing people and realizing that they have their own individual lives that are just as complicated. And I talk about being socially anxious, but I am also here driving around a city wanting to just get out and sit on a table and just, I don't know, put up a sign that says, hey, what's up? Let's talk for like 20 minutes or something. And, like, I guess I feel guilty because then it feels like, I don't know, like I'm seeking more, like I don't have enough or something. I don't know. It's really hard for me to feel, it's hard for me to find the line between things that are acceptable to me and things that are unacceptable to me. And longing for something that I feel like I don't have is on that line. And I guess also so is the act of trying new things, because I'm simultaneously really fucking scared, but also tired of not trying enough. Maybe that's all tied into one thing. Like, maybe I mean, I definitely think something I want to try, that is actually something I want to try, is I want to play this card game with a stranger. It's called We're Not Really Strangers. If you haven't heard of it, you should go check it out and buy a set. Fucking best card game I've ever played. It hits, really hits. But that is something I want to do, and it is something I'm scared of. So wow, yeah. It's definitely tied, definitely related, definitely tied into a similar route of being fearful, but wanting connection. But I really want to play that game with a stranger, with an actual stranger. So far, I've only played with friends, and it's been awesome. And I guess that's kind of what I'm doing now, because the game is kind of just putting yourself out there to random people, which I guess is literally what I'm doing if I post this video. But, oh man, oh, that's an awesome drive. I wish I could have gone down there. I don't know. I guess it's tied to that cooped up feeling. Like it's all, I know it's all tied together. I don't know. I'm just I'm in my head so often, and I come to so many conclusions, and I do so much analyzing and processing of myself and of the world around me, and still I find myself just so confused, because I still feel like I don't have enough, and like there's a feeling that I want that I haven't felt yet, or like there's an experience I want that I haven't experienced yet, or that there's a person that I want to meet that I haven't met yet, and X and Y and Z. And I also think that's just another piece of human nature, is wanting more, eternally wanting more. And I think in a way that's how we have gotten to where we are as a species, is just craving more, needing to be more sustained, more entertained by so-and-so. But now we're to the point, I guess, if you live in a specific area, in a specific country, and more world topics that I feel just way too depressing to be this video's topic. If you're lucky enough to be in a country where you don't have to worry about food, or you don't have to worry about water, or shelter, or something else I'm probably forgetting, then that lust for more has become a problem, because it's what leads to anxiety. Because when you're not thinking about fucking hunting a cougar down to eat it to survive and feed your family, and you're just sitting on a couch for 8 hours, you're thinking, well, what am I doing? I only have time to think now. I'm not surviving. I'm easily surviving now. I'm just fuck, am I just surviving? Like, I want to live. And fuck, even if you're rich, you're surviving and you're living. You can do anything you fucking want. There's still people who aren't happy because they want more. No matter how much you have. It just feels like a very tragically human thing. And I'm definitely one of those people. I have food, I have water, I have shelter, I have transportation, I have medical access. If I get fucked up, someone will just take me to a hospital, probably. I mean, I have friends, I have family, I have so much, and here I am driving around the city talking about how I have a longing for something, like something's missing. So there goes that human quality in me. And there goes that line of struggling to decide which side of the line that feeling falls on, whether it's an acceptable feeling to feel like there's something more, there's a piece that I'm wanting to put into place, whether it's acceptable to feel that or whether it's just me taking everything I have for granted. And I think it's tough for me to realize that it's both. I think I've made it really black and white in my head for a long time. And I think this is actually somehow a fucking discovery I'm making right now in this fucking moment. That, wow, maybe I just make things way too fucking black and white. And why does that feeling of longing, why does that feel like something that has to be acceptable or has to be unacceptable? Why can't it be a little bit of both? Why is this a black and white feeling? Why isn't this gray? Because I've done so much work into realizing and understanding and trying to vocalize that things aren't black and white. And I guess maybe some things are, but the human experience is just not meant to be black and white. So, wow, look at that. Another fucking discovery of me reaching into my skull, and after being forced to ramble on for, wow, an hour now, almost, there goes another fucking discovery. That's pretty cool. Discovered that I'm being black and white about something that creates problems for myself. Wow. I think that longing for the satisfaction of that feeling, for that longing to cease, is okay. I think it's okay that you feel that. And at the same time, it's a reminder for me to be grateful of the things that I have. And it can just be both of those things. And I think that's just a hard thing to grasp. But it's okay. And after talking about it earlier and coming to that scary realization that I found myself saying that I'm scared that whatever I do and whatever reasons I'm trying something or living for something will amount to nothing. I think I know that's not true. But I still can't get myself to believe in myself at all. And even though it was sad and scary to find myself saying that I'm worried everything I've done is just going to amount to nothing, even though I know that I don't feel that way, I was just feeling surface level ways in those ways. I think think despite the fact that I know that life is absolutely and irreversibly worth living, I still can't get myself to believe that I will get to the point where I believe in the reasons that I'm living for. And that seems like an impossible contradiction somehow. And it's so exhausting. Because I just want to live life to the most right now. And like fucking speaking of existentialism earlier, like time's going by faster now. And thinking like, well shit, I'm only 24. And at the same time, like fuck, I'm already 24. What more can I do? Like what else can I do while I'm here to make the most of this moment? And to make the most of my life right now, because there's no going back. So I want to live to the fullest, but here I am fucking scared of trying, and scared of believing. Wow, that building is pretty cool. Oh shit. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit of a circle and come back around so that building is in view, I think, because that's a cool looking building. It's pretty cool. Oh shit. Ooh, you know what else I want to do? Okay, I'm going to roll down my window, and I'm just going to let the city sounds play, and I'm not going to say shit for like 5 minutes or something. I mean, this is already, honestly, this is just a personal journal at this point. Well, fuck, no. It's been a fucking personal journal the whole time. Fuck that. So, okay, future me, this is for me. Future you, future me. Future, this is a time to look back into the past and just go, wow, look at that. That was the city. Fuck. And I can just fucking decompress and not feel like I have to talk the whole time. I will say though, damn. That fluorescent bulb sound, yeah, that's great. What in the fuck is this? Okay, well, I'm gonna cut. Sorry, bro. My bad, bro. Alright, are you gonna go or... Okay, yeah, you go. Right on, let me not hit this shit. Ooh! That was tight, alright. I think after 2 minutes of some consideration, I'm gonna go to a different part of downtown and let the city sounds play, because this is a rather quiet nook of city. So I'm gonna go back down a different street, but I am gonna go back by this building that I wanted to go by because it looks cool. Oh. You know, this is making me want to come back and put my phone on the outside, like maybe on one of my mirrors. Well, fuck. I'll probably get pulled over. I don't know. Put my phone somewhere and just do like an hour ASMR of downtown. Fuck yeah. Honestly, that I find that oddly comforting. Like when I'm laying in bed, the thought of like the city and people being out while I'm just like comfortably in bed, like falling asleep, I find that oddly comforting. Oh wow, that's where I had, holy shit, that's where I had prom night dinner 6 fucking years ago. Wow. Okay, another thing I just thought of, speaking of free will earlier, I could just do a backflip. Like, I could just get out and do a backflip. And I have glasses on, and they'd fly off, so I'd have to take them off. But, wow, that's fucking, like, honestly, sometimes I think about that, I'm like, okay, I basically have, like, a superpower. I'm really fucking grateful that I put the time into learning how to backflip. Because odds are I could probably go to anybody around me right now and do a backflip and they go, whoa. Because like they can't comprehend that. But like to me, that's like the bottom, that's like the base of the skill requirement to do the other stuff I do. It's like, okay, backflip, check, like square one, check. But oh shit, I'm gonna be fucking blocking this whole thing. Okay, no, we're good. But like, I could just do a backflip, like, just when I feel like it. And like, sometimes I do that. Like, very rarely, because it feels way too fucking cocky a lot of the time. But sometimes I'll just do it and I'll go, wow, okay, yeah. I'm very grateful that I can just do this thing. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go, what street was that? I'm gonna go find that street and I'm gonna drive down it, and I'm just gonna stop worrying about talking and just decompress and like take in the beautiful city life, you know? This traffic, oh, it's awesome. But I'm just gonna do that because I'm already at an hour. Wow. Somehow it's been a productive hour of me just rambling. I've actually made self-discoveries, which is crazy to me because I fucking think all the time. That's all I do is think. But somehow this was the answer for a couple things. So that's cool. But anyways, oh yeah, there had to have been a game. There's so many people in fucking Avs jerseys. Dude, I don't even know what goes on in my own city. What the hell? Anyways, I'm just gonna roll down this one street. Honestly, maybe now. I'm just gonna stop worrying, and if I feel like I need to say something, I will. But I'm just gonna decompress everything I just talked about to myself over the last hour, and I'm just gonna, I don't know, take in my surroundings, and I'm just gonna be present, because I think that's cool. I swear on my life, that guy shouted, "Do a flip." Probably just manifesting. Oh, this guy's trying to park. I'm gonna get honked at again. Brother. Fuck, it's so nice to just be present in the world. It is the best gift that we are given. If we are lucky enough to be in a place where we are safe, gotta be present more. Never in a million years would I have thought that I could go downtown, sit in traffic, hear honking, and just people fucking shuffling by, having their own conversations, and feel relief. But wow, I just like, I'm present, and it feels weird to make that observation that I'm present. It just makes me think about all the times that my presence is being taken by whatever. I also find it funny how, I don't know, I remember when I was younger, I used to see comics or something about how those damn kids need to get off their phones. And it used to be such a like eye roll, like, okay, fucking old person, like, yeah, I'll get off my phone. Sorry I'm on my phone. And there was such a conflict between young people on their phones and old people telling them to get off their phones so much. And maybe it was just being young and being part of the group that was being like pressured and criticized. Okay. But at the time it felt like such an agreement was like, okay, these old people are just hating because that's what they do. They hate the younger generation because that's just what happens generationally, is the the next generation is always just disliked by the previous. But now, like, maybe not the same comics that I saw, but the same energy of, like, get off your phone, like, stop. Like, for some reason, maybe, I don't know, I feel like I see people my age talking about it more, like, yeah, I need to get off my phone. And I even see accounts on Instagram that are literally dedicated to stop scrolling, get off your phone, wake up, like stuff like that. And now it seems like it's so much more accepted. And I'm sure it's like a combination of, like, now I'm not one of those kids being criticized, and also now technology's been around for so long and we are actually becoming aware of how much it's eating away at our time. But I don't know, it's all definitely related to me having this realization of, holy shit, I'm present. When's the last time I've been present in the moment? And being blown away that I feel relief in a city in traffic because I'm just present, and that's the point, that's the main thing, and that's bringing me a good feeling. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to that, to just fucking being present. We should all be a little more present sometimes. It's crazy what that feels like. You know, honestly, after an hour and 15 minutes of filming, and just randomly talking about fucking whatever, it feels like the shell has been broken enough for me to really at least like bring up that, like, when I started this, it truly was about, like, I don't know, let me just get some shit off my mind and film it, and then, I don't know, I'll post it, and maybe people will listen to it, and like maybe even of the fucking few people who listen to it, maybe an even smaller percentage, like they might actually take something away from it. And like at the core of this and all these videos that I make where I just fucking talk, like the core of it is I really just, I want to put myself out there, because all I've wanted to do for so many years was just be some kind of help, or just some kind of like hug from like the universe or something, like just be a good, I've just wanted to, I don't know, I just want to be a fucking decent person, and I just want to help people. But at the same time, like there's definitely parts of me that were like trying to film this the first couple times when it didn't work out, and even when this video started, it was like, okay, I'm talking to however many people are gonna click on this, and like what's something I can title this video with that'll make people click it, and like what if it gets like 1,000 views, or what if it gets 10,000 views, or what if it gets 100,000 views, or what if I put just the right thumbnail and just the right title and it gets like 1 million views, like those random recommended channels that just get like crazy views, and people comment on it, and people are like, whoa, holy shit, like wow. And like I really fucking hate that there's a part of me that's like ingrained to seek that out in any way. And I think a part of it has been my years developing as an athlete, and in 2016 the people that I watched, that I like idolized and hoped to one day meet, like they watched me perform, and not only did they become aware of my existence, but they were complimenting me, and they were admiring what I was doing, and that was so incomprehensible to me, to my 16-year-old brain, of like, I don't know, I guess like imagine having an idol, like just one like idol that you look up to, that you've been like admiring their work or whatever for so long, and then you meet them, and then on the same day that that dream comes true, they're also like, whoa, holy shit, like you're really good at so and so, like I really admire your work. And so like I was 16, and like granted these weren't like fucking major celebrities like fucking Tom Cruise or fucking, I don't know, like Steven Spielberg, or I don't know, any A-list celebrity, I guess. It wasn't like that, but it was like, I mean, these people like shaped who I became, and they shaped my interests, and they shaped so much of my life, and I looked up to them so much. And then all of a sudden, within the span of a week, it was like, now I'm also one of those people. Because on the day that those people saw me perform and compete, they became aware of me, but they also complimented me. And at the same time, there were many more people than just my idols watching, and it was definitely a longer process, but I had people talking to me from like California, from Europe, and they were all like, yeah, I love your stuff, dude, like you're really cool, your stuff is really inspiring, like you're really good at what you do. And like at 16, going from like wanting to be somebody to like being somebody in any kind of way, and I mean that was definitely some kind of way. It was very jarring, and it was really jolting, honestly. And I think, I mean, I've had 8 years to think about it now, so obviously I've made some conclusions and some realizations, but I think a part of that day and that week and that year of my life, there grew like something leached on. There grew a leech, or a feeling of that day or that week or that year leached onto me, and that experience, and it just, that piece has been something that is so hard to talk about and so hard to understand, and it's so hard to get rid of, because that little leech that clung on during that time in my life, it's been saying things like, okay, what can you do to get more recognized? What can you do to get attention? What can you do to get validation? And it's reassured to me that I need those things to be happy, or that I need those things to be content, and I don't. And even though I know that now, and I've known that now for so many years, it's still there, because there's still a feeling somewhere within me that says, what can I do to get loads of attention on this? And like, I guess with this video is like, what can I title this video, and what thumbnail can I put on this video that'll get the most clicks? And like, I wonder what the comments will be. And that's like ingrained in my brain. That fucking leech just craves those things, and it's like it's making me need those things, but I know I don't. And I know ultimately, as difficult as it may be, I know at the end of the day, the only person I need attention and validation and love and support and belief in is myself. And that those things should also, they should come from family and from friends. And it's a shame that, unfortunately, some people don't have that in their life, which isn't something that should happen. But it just makes it, I don't know, I guess maybe to me it makes it all the more reason to just get your reason for life from yourself. It should all come from yourself. And even though I know all these things, and I sit with these things and they make me uncomfortable, and I still think about them and all this and that, like, here I am, like, still seeking those things. That leech still exists, of needing to prove myself, to get attention, to get validation. And now I'm just thinking about how it ties into what I said earlier about how it's unhealthy, but how maybe it's also just okay. Wow, what a fucking drive tonight. That's crazy. That's like the fourth fucking breakthrough I've had tonight. That leech that's been a problem for 8 fucking years now, I'm realizing I'm making it a problem as well, because I'm making it black and white. Because I honestly believe that it is unhealthy to seek validation and attention and this and that from exterior sources and to seek them from other people. But at the same time, I also believe that it's okay to want community and to seek community and connection with people and to say things that get other people's attention, that start conversations, that bring up things that help people, that bring people together. And I can't believe that this drive is proving to be... Oh, fuck. I hope it was still filming. I had a low battery sign thing. And I was also driving and like not looking at the road for like 2 seconds, so don't do that. Sorry. But wow, this fucking drive is proving to be absolutely insane. Because I think it's okay for it to be both. It's okay for it to be unhealthy to seek that shit of like, oh, I want to get 1 million views, I want to get 1,000 comments, and then I'll feel good. Like it's okay for that to be unhealthy, but it's also okay to want, I guess for the example, it's okay to also want 1 million views for that one comment of like, wow, this helped. I'm glad you made this. Like, thank you. You helped me. Because I know I found videos like that helped me. And now I'm somehow fucking realizing that it's okay for that leech to be toxic and good. And when I treat it like it's either or, I'm actually making it worse myself too. So, wow. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck. Wow, 1 hour and a half. That's crazy. You know, after everything I just said, I really feel like I'm also just to the point where I don't care how many views this gets. I don't care how many comments this gets. And like, I will be it will be meaningful and it will make me emotional if I get a single comment that says like, hey, I actually watched this whole thing and like you helped me somehow. Like, of course that'll make me like emotional. Of course that'll be impactful. But I don't need that. And it's crazy that I have to realize that today after so many years. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. Like, when I think about it and when I'm present again, I'm just realizing that I've been talking to the space of my car for 1 hour and a half. And nobody else. And it's only if I post this that it becomes, that it enters the public. And I guess while I'm fucking rambling, there is actually a couple videos that I filmed where I sat in my car and vented about shit. And there's one specific video that was 2 hours, and I filmed it and got so much off my chest, and I deleted it on purpose. And it was an attempt at an act of letting go, of trying to get rid of that leech. But I think now, realizing that leech isn't black or white, and it's not perfectly good or perfectly bad, is just, wow, that's so fucking crazy to me that, wow, I don't know. But I do I do want to post this. Obviously, I am interested in potentially helping people, because like I talked about, that's what I'm trying to be in my life. But at the same time, and same goes with all the fucking cold water videos I make, like, these are just journals and just glimpses back into moments of my life and moments of the world and moments of my mind. And I just think it's cool and valuable to me, at the very least, that I did this and that I have this and that I can look back on this if I ever want to. And I don't know. I'm gonna go back to being present in the moment and decompressing, taking in my surroundings, you know, all that good stuff. Downtown. And then I'm gonna drive home, and that'll be it. And hopefully my phone doesn't die before that. But I do want to try and go by that street before I go home. Because I don't know. This night is just meaningful to me, and I want to really just soak it all in and just maximize the night, you know? I don't know. Yeah. You know how it goes. Be more present, because the present is all you've got. but oh well. You know? I just want to do it, so I'm just gonna do it. Like twice. That's crazy. Alright. Yeah, this. I want to go down this road. Because that would be cool. I can't remember if I said it in the intro or not, because I've done this. I've tried filming this video a couple times, but I think I've known the whole time that I want this video to have a certain title, and that it's dedicated to myself, because I need it, as ashamed as I am to admit it. But I also want to anybody else who needs it to know it as well. So, to whoever's watching this, and to whoever needs to hear this, I love you. And you're important. And I want you to keep going. And I know I could go on a whole rant with a whole bunch of other wholesome, deep quotes, but I don't think I need to, because I think you get the gist, and I hope you get the gist. You have a meaning, and you make it every day. I think that's all for tonight. So, yeah, this will be interesting. But I'm really glad I did this. I didn't know I needed this. Until next time, until whichever thing I put out next. It's very fitting it's actually nighttime now. Have a good night. And peace.